What is your pain? What have you been through? How have you been hurt? Who has hurt you? And the second question, how have you been dealing with that pain? How have you been trying to escape that pain? Some of you may be trying to escape that pain with something like sports or relationships. Some of you may be trying to escape that pain with drugs or alcohol. Some of you may be trying to escape that pain by pouring that pain onto somebody else, constantly getting in fights and bullying people. That comes from a place of pain inside of you. See, I don't know what your story is. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know how you're trying to deal with it, but I know that you need to be asking this question. How can I turn my pain into a passion to help other people who are hurting? How can I do that? See, that's a question you need to be asking. Now listen, today you have a choice, and every day you have a choice. You have to choose how you will respond to the pain that you've been through, that you've dealt with, right? And if you want to change that pain into passion to help others, then what you're going to have to do, first of all, is this. You got to reach deep inside yourself. You have to face that pain. You have to feel it. You have to experience it. And whenever you do that, this is what you can do. You can take that pain and you can turn it into potential. You can turn it into a power. You can turn it into an ability. You can turn it into a passion. And that passion will spark a fire inside of you. And it will push you to help other people who are going through the same type of pain that you're in. Listen, I don't know where you're from. I don't know what your background is. I don't know what people have done to you. I don't know what you've been through. I don't care what you've been through. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what color your skin is. The second you were conceived, greatness was put inside of you. And as long as you have breath in your lungs, you have greatness to give. Don't be stingy. You legitimately have the potential, the power, and the ability to change the world. And actually, it's not a question of whether you will change the world or not. You will, and as a matter of fact, you already are. The real question is this: how will you change the world? And that choice comes back to you. See, you got a man like Martin Luther King Jr., and then you got a man like Adolf Hitler. Listen to me carefully. Each one of these men had greatness inside of them. Each one of these men were very strong leaders. Each one of these men were very powerful speakers. And each one of these men experienced pain in their childhood. See, Adolf Hitler was abused physically by his father, beaten. Martin Luther King Jr. suffered the injustice of racism and discrimination. But each one of these men responded very differently to the pain that they experienced. See, Martin Luther King Jr., he chose to use all the greatness inside of him, all the power inside of him, all the potential inside of him, all the ability inside of him, sparked by the pain that he suffered as a child. He used it to fight for rights, to fight for life. So much so that he ultimately gave his life for that cause. And then you have Adolf Hitler. He chose to use all the greatness that was put inside of him, the power, the potential, the ability, sparked by the pain that he experienced as a child. He used it to hurt people, to pour pain out on people, so much so that he murdered millions of innocent people. And today, I'm looking at a room full of people with greatness inside of them, power inside of them, potential inside of them, ability inside of them, and pain inside of them. And today, it comes back to you. You have to make the choice as to what you will do with the pain that you've been through, what you will do with the greatness that was put inside of you. Will you choose to use it to help people or to hurt people?